As you know, many students are heading back to school right now, and a federal judge in Texas is blocking the Obama administration's directive allowing transgender public school students to use the bathroom of their choice. The judge said the administration failed to take proper steps in crafting the recent guidelines. More now from Texas Attorney Jim Pikl. He's with us live this morning. Morning, Jim. Explain how you read the judge's decision.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on, Gordon. Judge O'Connor in the Northern District of Texas entertained a motion for a preliminary injunction filed by 13 states, including Texas, to stop implementation of the transgender bathroom regulation that the Department of Education had put out. The basis was that the Department of Education and the Obama administration had not properly applied rules and regulations called the Administrative Procedures Act, or the APA, because they did not allow any notice and comment before instituting the regulations. So Judge O'Connor enjoined the implementation of those regulations, and he did it nationwide.
Right. All right. So I guess if the administration wanted to, they could follow along that procedure and reintroduce this, no?
Yes, that's what I expect them to do. I expect them to go ahead and try to follow the APA's regulations. Problem is, I don't know if there's enough time in the Obama administration left for them to do that.
Right, right. All right, so now what? What could happen now, Jim?
Well, the next thing they could do, I guess they could ask for a reconsideration of the injunction. That probably won't do them any good. They can also appeal to the Fifth Circuit immediately because it's an injunction, and get the Fifth Circuit to weigh in on whether or not the injunction is proper. I don't see that they're going to have much luck with that either, because O'Connor's order is pretty solid.
Okay. Ultimately, does an issue like this wind up at the Supreme Court?
It can, yes. Although the Supreme Court is unlikely to take it at this point, because until the APA goes through the proper, or until the administration goes through the proper Administrative Procedure Act rules, the Supreme Court wouldn't consider it to be ripe. O'Connor has basically said the regulation doesn't even exist at this point because it wasn't properly implemented by the administration. So there's really nothing for the Supreme Court to review. We're
speaking live this morning with Texas Attorney Jim Pikl, talking about this judge's decision that blocks the Obama administration's directive, which basically allowed transgender public school students to use whatever bathroom they felt like. Some say these transgender kids are subject to abuse, harassment. There's a stigma. Should something not be done here?
Well, many of the states in the 13-state coalition have already taken steps to give so-called transgender students private facilities. Intimate facilities are called: restrooms, locker rooms, showers, things like that. Mm-hmm. Apparently the administration doesn't think that's good enough, because that in itself, according to the administration, stigmatizes the kids. You know, they're set off by themselves, their own locker room, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. It was really fascinating to watch, because this was something completely foreign to me when I was growing up, that somebody might identify with a different gender. I just feel like, right, this issue is, I don't know, sort of a modern age thing.
Well, interesting you'd say that. That's O'Connor, in his opinion, kind of keyed in on that. He said that the administration was trying a subterfuge, a runaround on the APA, saying, well, this really isn't a new regulation. All we're doing is defining what the word sex means in Title IX to include not biological sex, but also the identified sex. And O'Connor said that's ridiculous. He said, when this law was written, this wasn't even an issue. And we're going to interpret the statute as it was written in the ordinary meaning of the words at the time it was written, and sex at that point was biological sex at birth.
Yeah, an interesting thing to watch. Hey, thanks for spending a few minutes. Good talking to you. Jim Pikl, attorney from Texas, with us live this morning.